What's up, it's your boy Dynast. At the end of this video, make sure you go to www.dynastamir.com. Check out our indigenous African art, jewelry, fashion, and accessories. Also go to searchforhuru.com. Make sure you check out more information on that site about the documentary we're shooting and also contribute towards it. And last but not least, go to Amazon.com, type in the name, search your name, Dynast Amir. Check out the books that I've written. Buy one, made them affordable, so get one. Wanted to shoot this video on, the delusional Black Hollywood, or just the schizophrenics that I see in Black Hollywood. So, I'm reading this, I watched this video and I'm reading this article on how, Kerry Washington, Viola Davis, and some more of the, I guess, black, some of our black entertainers, your guys' black entertainers, not mine. They don't represent me. How they're voting for Hillary Clinton because, Donald Trump is a sexist and, Donald Trump is a bigot and a racist. But it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense because they'll say they're not going to vote for Donald Trump because he's a racist and he's a sexist and all this other nonsense, which actually is true. He is. But then they'll turn around and vote for Hillary Clinton, the liberal or the Democrat, who's partaked in the same sexist and racist activities, who's just as guilty as Donald Trump. And not only that, they'll vote for Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump because, Donald's a racist and a sexist and a bigot. But then they'll complain about how Oscars are so white and a lack of diversity in Hollywood and how, black women aren't given any opportunities in Hollywood and how black women aren't being paid as much as their white counterparts in Hollywood. But your white counterparts in Hollywood is ran by liberals or Democrats who are going to support Hillary. So it doesn't make any sense how you won't vote for Donald Trump because he's a racist and a bigot and, a sexist, but then you'll complain about the racist and sexist and bigoted industry that you're in that's ran by liberals or Hillary Clinton supporters. And if you really think Hillary's going to change that, you're out of your mind. So it's not adding up. You say you don't want to vote for Donald Trump because he's a racist, but then 2 months, 3 months from now, or 4 months from now in February, you're going to cry and complain about the Oscars being so white because your liberal buddies in Hollywood won't give you any opportunities to win any awards at the Oscars. It's not adding up, and this schizophrenic behavior, this delusional behavior has to be stopped and not supported. And then black people will listen to this, and just because, your favorite actor or entertainer who does absolutely nothing for black people, again, your favorite entertainer or athlete or whomever who does absolutely nothing for black people, instead of focusing on the issues that affect you the most, you're going to listen to them and go vote for Hillary Clinton instead of really doing the research and to be honest, voting, third party, like a Gary Johnson. And people will say, well, Gary Johnson is stupid and he didn't know Aleppo. I could care less about what's going on in Aleppo or in Syria. That has nothing to do with me at all. I don't know how my freedoms are being threatened in Syria. Has absolutely nothing to do with me. So I could care less that Gary Johnson did not know anything about Aleppo. But if you look at Hillary Clinton's track record, she has been more destructive. Let's deal with the facts. She's been more destructive to black people than Donald Trump. The Goldwater girl, the 3 strikes law, super predators, mass incarceration. Her Slick Willie, Bill Clinton, her husband, the sexual predator she supported and bashed the women who, were sexually assaulted by Bill Clinton. But you guys will support it. And then people in the black community, just because, your favorite actress or actor or rapper or athlete who does nothing for the black community, just because they say vote for Hillary, you're going to. Again, it's crazy behavior. Like, it's a sickness. It doesn't add up. So again, Kerry Washington, Viola Davis, so-called black star power, well, black stars with no power, will sit there and say they're not going to vote for Donald Trump, that they're with her and Hillary Clinton. They're going to go the liberal route. But then watch 5 months from now in February, 4 or 5 months from now in February, they're going to complain about how, black women were not getting any opportunity, and, Oscars so white, and all this other nonsense in an industry that's ran by liberals. So that's why I don't fall for the liberal or conservative or Democratic or Republican game. That's why when I vote on a national level, it's going to be for a local community leader that I see that actually makes an impact in the neighborhood. And any self-respecting black person would do the same. Because again, Hillary nor Donald Trump will operate in your best interest. But to be honest with you, if you really look at the policy, let's talk about Obamacare real quick. So again, I know a lot of black, I have a lot of black friends who are liberal, who voted for Obama a second term, who were praising Obamacare, who are now complaining how they can't afford it because the premiums keep going up. So now you're being gentrified out of the neighborhoods you can't afford, no longer afford the rent. And now you're being forced to pay for insurance you can't afford. But hey, you wanted to vote liberal or Democrat, and I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith on much. But I remember he said something like, just, vote Republican, try it. I'm not voting for either, but, just vote for Republican, try it. People are like, nah, we got to vote Democrat. We got to vote Democrat. But look at the policies. What has being liberal or voting Democratic for the Democratic Party, what has it done for you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The same thing could be said with the Republicans, in my honest opinion. But I take that back. George Bush gave me a $2,000 check back in like 06 with the rebate. It was like 06 or 05. He gave me $2,000. Lower taxes. But again, if you're saying you're not going to vote for Donald Trump because he's a racist and bigot, but then vote for a racist and bigot or sexist, or you're not going to vote for Donald Trump because he's a racist and a bigot and a sexist, then you turn around and vote for a racist, bigot, and a sexist, and then you complain about an industry that's racist and bigoted and sexist, that's controlled by liberals who are racist, bigoted, and sexist. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it doesn't add up. It's crazy. So, I don't know. But it's just delusional as hell. So, I mean, black people, like you, if I were you, like I would either not vote at all or vote third party or write in your community leader. Like, have some self-respect. Hillary nor Donald care about you at all. At all. Period. But at the same time, my black friends that are voting for Donald Trump, I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm not going to judge you. I know a lot of your liberal friends are like, oh, I can't believe you're voting for this racist and this bigot. Dude, but you're voting for a racist and bigot. Look at the track record. Look at the facts. It's right there. So it doesn't add up. But at the end of the day, whoever you vote for, it's whatever. Still got love for you. But I just want to make sure you guys know what you're getting yourself into. You vote for Hillary, we're going to war. We're going to stay in war. You know, I'm not going to go by side, but I see a lot of emotional people out here who are scared as hell for some reason, or feel like they have to or obligated to take part in a system that has never benefited you. If you watch the movie 13, whether it was a Republican in office or a Democrat, Bill Clinton, or Barack Obama, you're voting for a system that has never benefited you. Don't believe me, look it up. So now you got Obamacare, the premiums are going up, and you're complaining about it. You were complaining about it before the premiums went up, before there was a rise in premium. You're complaining about it. But you still want to partake in a system that doesn't benefit you at all, instead of creating your own system. Or, you know what? Here's an example. In the black community, I want you to ask any Arab or Indian that has a gas station, or any Chinese or Korean that has either, you know, a restaurant or a clothing store or a beauty supply store. Ask them who they're voting for. Ask them if they even vote. That shit is an illusion. It doesn't make sense. It's all about economics more than anything. That's what it's about. It's about economics. But say you're not going to vote for a racist, but then turn around and vote for another racist, and they complain about the racist that you voted for and all the other, you know, supporters of this racist, how they're being racist to you in that specific industry, makes absolutely no sense. So with that being said, I better not hear any complaining. I better not see any Oscars so white hashtags come February or whenever the Oscars or the Academy Awards are. And then a lot of you don't even show up to the BET Awards. When BET was black owned, you don't even show up. But then you go to the Oscars and they complain and whine how the Oscars are so white, and how there's a lack of diversity in Hollywood, which is liberal ran. How, you know, black people don't get, you know, positive roles, which is liberal ran. You know, liberals are making the decisions on that, and how you're going to be portrayed in a negative way. They make the call on that. You'll complain about that. Don't vote for Trump, but vote for the system or the entertainment industry that has been racist since its inception. Vote for that. Yeah, that makes sense. So anyways, I'm done. I'm over it. And I think what a lot of black people have to understand is that a lot of our entertainers, athletes, rappers, whatever you want to call it, do not serve in our best interest at all. So again, I'm not voting for either candidate. I'm going to write in a community leader here in the Atlanta area. I'm going to write him in. And at the end of the day, you vote for Trump, you vote for Hillary. I mean, neither one are going to, you know, serve in your best interest, period. So it's whatever. Check me out on social media. Search for Uhuru on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Dynasty Mirror. I'm out.